Okay, so my parents went to an HBCU, and so over the years I've gone to like their homecomings and just various different events. And they've always been fun, so I wanted to be a part of that for my college experience.
I went to a PWI for high school, so I really wanted to be back around with my people and my teachers and everything that looks up to me.
I went to a lot of PWIs as well in my early years of schooling, and I know that like this is my last time before I have to go to like the corporate world and deal with all different types of races. So I really just wanted to come here to have like a home that I could come to and feel safe at.
And what adjustments have you had to make, whether it be mental health or family life? What adjustments have you made?
I would definitely say I had to adjust for mental health, just because being independent and being like completely, I guess, alone, you just have to take all of that into account and know and kind of like take it day by day.
For me, it's more like the social stance, I guess, because you do have to like force yourself to go out because you don't know everybody, so it's like let's force to talk to somebody and make new friends.
It's very similar for me. Like, I'm just used to knowing a lot of people in my city, and then now that I'm in a whole other state, I'm like, I have to go because I don't know. I have to socialize.
And it's a lot of like FOMO, like fear of missing out.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're just like sitting there like
Forces
okay.
me up.
Yeah.
And I know that you said that you're from a different state, so was it a big culture shock for you?
No, I'm just from Houston, Texas, right
Okay.
there. So it wasn't that different. There's definitely some difference.
Yeah.
But there's some
They overlap.
similarities. Yeah.
For sure. Alrighty, well, thank you, girls.
I wanted to come to an HBCU because this was going to be the only time in my life that I'd be around people like me of the same skin color.
How do you think an HBCU plays a role in someone finding their identity?
I think it's a very empowering environment. I came from a predominantly white prep school, and I went to what was then Hampton Institute, and that really was kind of a weird adjustment for me initially. But once I found my niche, once I found my tribe, my circle, my people, it became the greatest experience ever, and I can't help but think what would have happened if I'd gone to a PWI during that time of my life, where I'd be mentally, spiritually.
I chose to go to Xavier because of the program that they have here, and heard a lot about how it's like the #1 HBCU for pushing out black doctors and stuff like that. So I'm really interested in medicine, so that's why I chose to go here.
I thought it was important for my daughter to attend an HBCU because I'm a graduate of a predominantly white institute, and as an African American in that environment, I did not have any support. I did not have appropriate counseling. The counseling that I did receive was more bent towards I would be accepted into certain programs because I was an African American as a token or what have you, which was not encouraging in any way, shape, or form at all. The foundation that an HBCU provides, however, for my daughter, and my son's in one too, A&T, by the way, is incredible. The level of support from her teachers, the level of support from the administration is outstanding, and they just want to ensure the success of our children in this environment, in HBCU. And so it was critically important. I'm glad that they're here. I wish I had had the experience, as a matter of fact, a few years ago when I was in college, but here we are, and I'm glad that she's here at XULA.
One more question. There's been such a spotlight on HBCUs lately, especially with Kamala Harris
Yes.
coming out of Howard. How do you feel about that? Because when you look back at the history of HBCUs, you got Booker T. Washington, you got Martin Luther King. You got all these
I think we have been underrated for so long, and now that we are in the spotlight, keep the spotlight on us, because they are great products of HBCUs that are all across any arena that you can consider, whether it be political, entertainment, athletics, social, economic, financial. There are HBCU graduates and alum across the board that are making great strides in this nation, and we need to keep that fire going.